But anyway, with this shakeup, the board has already stated that 9 years between Superman movies is too much. There's no coherent strategy behind what DC is doing, and they need a visionary or someone they can trust to oversee the DC universe, because they want to, of course, compete with Marvel in some way, which I would argue isn't the best strategy, but it's DC. Who doesn't want to see Superman? Who doesn't want to see an awesome Superman movie? Who doesn't want to see those characters done in a way that's
I want to see
exciting.
Doomsday not look like a burn victim. Like, what the fuck? You know, like, God damn it. Why the fuck can't they just make a good Superman? It's the same thing with the Hulk. The Hulk is one of the most fascinating characters in all comic book history. He can't get a good solo movie. And they give it to Mark Ruffalo. I like Mark Ruffalo as a person. I think he's a shitty fucking Hulk.
He's a great banner. But
he's a great banner, but, like, the Hulk, I don't blame him because he's not the one creating the character or, you know, building the story around him. I think they really dropped the ball with Hulk because they've given us Disney Hulk. That's what I'm calling him. He's like Disney Hulk. He's funny. He's charming. He's we've pushed the envelope with now he's smart Hulk. So now he's really just green Mark Ruffalo. I think that they missed a great opportunity to do multiple things with the Hulk. They could have done World War Hulk. We could have done the Secret Hulk. Wars. There's a Secret War.
That's apparently in the works.
It pisses me off that Spider-Man didn't get the symbiote from the Secret Wars, and that's how they introduced Venom into the story. Well, I can understand that they want to keep putting out movies and this and that, but there are some. That's why they say nerd rage. The problem is there's such good stories out there, and they just keep
Sony owns Venom. You have to understand that.
But Sony has to also realize that there's a long play that could be more lucrative.
They don't care.
You have Iron Man. Did you realize that, you know, in 10 years from Iron Man that we were going to have Guardians of the Galaxy and fucking Thanos and this shit and that shit? No. Marvel played the long game.
They hope.
And that's where they found their success. They didn't rush the story. Because when you rush the story, you start losing things
Justice
in translation.
Yeah.
You get Justice League. Well, we have to compete to this thing that's already been established. So let's regurgitate to some of the same fucking bullshit.
They need to stop putting everything in their trailers, too. You know, because they did that with Justice League. They did that with the new Batman.
Marvel put out Eternals just to say, this is how laughably bad your fucking movies are. Because they literally created the Justice League in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And they made multiple references to Batman and Superman in that fucking movie, as if to say, this is literally your fucking characters, and these are why your movies suck.
Yeah, you should do better.
Tricky Ricky says, why can't they make a good Catwoman movie? I mean, who is like the last? I mean,
because Catwoman is a support character. Catwoman, yeah, she has her own titles and shit like that. But how much cat burglaring can you watch in one fucking movie?
I mean, they did a good job in the new Batman with her.
Yeah, right? In the past,
Joe was a fan.
Do you think that she could carry her own movie by herself?
Her own character can, because if you flirt with,
they do a good story.
The universe,
you have to have a good story.
If you flirt with what's happening in the universe, if you're seeing Gotham through the eyes of her and the same things are going on, the Batman, you know, what they try to do though is they try to make it where Batman doesn't fucking exist, and they do a Catwoman movie. They don't even talk about things that could be happening either to Batman or why he's at it, you know.
Well, they did kind of set it up well because it ends with them driving in two different directions.
Not the new one.
They did the Fast and the Furious. They go into two different directions. They could make a quick Catwoman movie, make a movie without her. Maybe at the end of the Catwoman movie, she gets like abducted or something, and then that sets up the next Batman movie, which also has her in it.
They're giving the Penguin a TV show, so
that would be more in a Catwoman TV show, a la like the Penguin TV show that we're doing. I think TV show is the way that you can kind of really introduce these off-put characters, like these, like Rob said, a side villain or a co-star or a sidekick. I don't want to call her a
character.
And that's how you can get fun characters like the ventriloquist or something like that.
Moon Knight.
You're not going to get the ventriloquist in a fucking major motion picture and take it seriously. Well, if you get something like a noir-style Batman series like the animated series was, but a live action, I could subscribe to that.
The problem DC has is they don't have a vision. They don't have a strategy. They don't even have someone at the wheel that they trust enough to say, okay,
sounds like I show.
Oversee this. It's like you do need somebody who's been a fan long enough, worked with the company long enough that they really understand what makes DC DC and not DC Marvel. You want it to stay true to what it is. Matt Reeves has said, like, he's not interested in creating a universe per se. He's not interested in crossovers. So I'm interested to see how the Penguin thing goes, because I don't think it's by Matt Reeves, the director. So then you have a change of tone, and you hope you can match the tone of the Batman movie. But what they do need a coherent strategy. They need at least somebody behind the wheel saying, this is what we are. This is what we do great. We can be the opposite of Marvel, where Marvel has to be kind of bright and polished and shiny and Disney-fied. And they can say, fuck all that. And they can go violent, dark, gritty.
They could lean into the HBO. I mean, if you look at HBO programming versus Disney programming.
Yes.
You know, and what do adults
Oz.
Disney, you know.
The Wire. You know, Sopranos. Like, give me all of that.